So, wow. What's up, IML Familia, IML family? Guys, I am so excited to be here tonight with all of you from all around the world. And as we get this thing kicked off, I need to know who is on the call and where you're calling in from. This is going to be crazy because there's a lot of people. There's literally hundreds of people on the call right now. And all of you are about to tell me where you're calling in from. So, Trinidad, Las Vegas, Arizona, Mexico City, Canada, Richmond, Virginia, Arkansas, Trinidad, London, Belgium, Slovenia. Wow. This is crazy. It's going so fast. You guys see the chat box? The chat box is literally exploding right now. Paris, Ecuador, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have literally people calling in from all over the world right now. Colombia, Minnesota, Baltimore, Orlando, Florida, London, Nigeria. All right. Well, guys, there are literally people, as you can see, a part of the financial revolution, literally all around the world. It's so crazy. I got to do a few minutes of reflecting and gratitude before we kick this thing off and get started. Yes, I'm in a hotel. Yes, I'm always in a hotel, almost always in a hotel. This is how my life has become being a part of IML. But as you guys know, some of you know, if not all of you know, I have been a part of this beautiful company for the last 2 years. And when I started with the company, this is a true story. I was living with my parents back home in New Jersey, $25,000 in credit card debt, another $45,000 in student loan debt. And I barely had the money to get started. I barely had the 145 to get started. Me and Matthew Rosa, as you know, is one of my best friends, my business partner, fellow chairman 250 with IML. We actually split the subscription. This is the real story of how our business partnership began, is because we each couldn't afford our own position. How funny is that? So, not that funny, but it's the truth. And for those of you guys out there, it should be the first of many takeaways tonight. The first of many takeaways tonight that no matter what financial position you are in, no matter what, physical or emotional state you are in right now in your life, you can and will become better. Being around people who want to uplift you, being around a community and a culture of people that are striving and hungry for success. See, in order to become successful, you guys have to start surrounding yourself with successful people. And being a part of this company has done that for me, right? Being a part of this company has allowed me to literally change my entire sphere of influence. So nugget number one, emotional takeaway number one is that no matter where you guys are coming from, you can do this. So I've been the last 2 years, honestly, traveling the world, right? Traveling, working with teams, doing events. I have a really nice house in Miami that I haven't been in more than a few days in the last few months. I went to Colombia. I went to Peru. I went to Ecuador. We had and Honduras as well. Shout out to Honduras. Amazing, beautiful countries. Where the average income is $300 to $500, maybe $600 a month. And they are making amazing things out of Forex and IML. They are literally taking this opportunity so serious. We had such a beautiful time. It was about 3 weeks in South America. Life-changing. Got back 2 days later, packed up my suitcase, flew out to Portugal. We had an amazing event in Spain the following day. We did London. We did France. Shout out to the France and Belgium teams. From the minute that we landed in France, Spain, London, shout out to London. We had some amazing events out there. Sweden, Germany, Italy, Slovenia, Serbia, Bosnia. We did Austria as well. Such amazing events, man. I'm so excited about what's happening globally with iMarkets Live. And so I just wanted to give gratitude to everybody. We did Cyprus as well. Cyprus was honestly more of a R&R, right? A little rest and relaxation. Did the Amalfi Coast as well. And so, guys, with the grind, right, we're doing a lot of grinding, sometimes 2 events per day. 2 events per day sometimes. But through the grind, you're still having fun. It's amazing to be able to, pick a place on the map and be able to go there. So I'll tell you guys, your hard work, everything that you're doing right now is 100% worth it. Nigeria in the building. What's up, Nigeria? I know we have some super exciting things happening in one of my favorite continents in the world, Africa. We have teams in Benin, that are popping up. We have teams in DRC that are exploding right now. We have teams in Nigeria. We have 2 chairmen in Nigeria, which is near and dear to my heart. I've been working business network marketing in Nigeria for over 3 years now. So Nigeria, you are a part of me, and I'm so excited to get out there in 2018. Shout out to you guys. Kenya, yes, Kenya, Uganda, Cameroon. So guys, so exciting. We have so much stuff happening right now inside of iMarkets Live. The products are amazing right now. Swipe Trades is like, guys, type 777 in the chat box if you're using Swipe Trades and you're excited. 777 in the chat box if you're using Swipe Trades and you're excited. I mean, look at this. Hold on. This is crazy. For those of you guys watching the recording, I don't know if you can actually see what's happening in this chat box right now, but it's as crazy as you would believe. There's a lot of people on this webinar right now, and the chat box just exploded with 7. So shout out to Swipe Trades. Amazing. Starboy, Wealthy Pips, Swing Masters, and Jay Adams. My hat's off to you guys. Thank you so much. You've made trading much easier for me while I'm traveling the world. I'm able to take, your ideas and implement them and make it seem like I'm the world's best trader, right? So, guys, tonight's webinar is very special. I was on the plane coming back from Europe 2 days ago, and, I was really, you're on a plane, you have the opportunity to really get in your head, right? And really meditate and reflect and become super grateful about everything that you have. And I have 9 hours of this, right? And so a lot of me time to sit there and really think about the last 2 years and what it's become, what it feels like, right? Who I'm grateful for, why I'm grateful. But not only that, but where we're going. And, what I really felt is that I always have so much to give, and I love giving. I love sharing. I love energy, and I know how energy and leadership go together so well, right? Energy and leadership go together like butter and bread. It's like a perfect mix. When you have good energy, you can develop leaders, organic, real, spiritually enlightened, spiritually influenced leaders, people that are really doing things for the right reasons. And that's what we built IML on. 2 years ago when I came into the company, it was Chris. Shout out to Chris and Isis, our amazing owners, guys. I'm so grateful. You have no idea how grateful I am, because I know how much these 2 individuals care. And I understand. I'm grateful for the relationship that I have, because not everybody has that relationship with them. But I get to go out now and tell the whole world how real, how transparent, how dedicated, how focused, how hardworking our owners really are. So before I get into leadership training, I just want to tell Chris and Isis how grateful I am. Maybe you guys will watch this webinar. Maybe you're on right now. I don't know. But I'm so grateful because you guys have to understand, Chris called me and said, hey, I know you're going to Europe. I want to go. That doesn't happen. Chris is here. What's up, Chris? Hey, guys, let's tell Chris Terry, thank you, Chris and Isis in the chat box. Chris is here. See, this is a hardworking owner, a great leader. So if you're grateful for our owners, type in 111 in the chat box. 111 in the chat box. Thank you, Chris. Oh, look at this. Chris, we love you, man. I don't know if you could see the chat box, but this company loves what you and Isis do for us on a day-to-day basis. Guys, they felt the grind, okay? They felt the grind. I mean, we went from event to plane to train to event to a next event to a training to dinners to this to that. I mean, absolutely insanity, okay? And they never squealed. They never complained. They never made faces. They didn't sit first class on the planes. They sat with us in economy. Unbelievable. Unreal. This is that is so real. So I know Chris is probably flipping out right now because 5 million people just said 111 in the chat box. But Chris, we're truly so grateful for you. And honestly, we would not be here without you, your leadership, your cognitive influence on all of us. So let the games begin. Guys, tonight we're going to talk about leadership. Okay, if you're excited about leadership, hit the chat box with 222 because this is really where that was so fast. No, I said 222 and a few of you guys were already there. That's crazy. So look, I remember being on webinars like this, hungry, right? Dying for success, dying for the knowledge and the wisdom dying for the takeaways, right? From people that have made big money, right? You guys see what a chairman 10 makes, and you're like, whoa, chairman 25, chairman 50, chairman 100, chairman 250. Yeah, the money's great, but I think the most important thing that you guys can do right now is not just focus on the money, but focus on building the skill sets. Because when you focus on the money, you're going to stay the same. You're distracted. We need to teach you guys how to do income producing activities and to create a leadership mindset. Because once I got the leadership mindset, it was game over, right? Once I understood what it really takes to move people, what it really takes to make people committed, what it really takes to get people excited, and what it really takes to give people the value to go out and win, that's when I started winning at different levels. Because there are different levels to leadership. Okay, there are going to be different levels, right? What you do as a Platinum 600 is not what you're going to be doing as a Platinum 1000. And what you do as a 1000 is not going to be what you're doing as a 2000 or a 5000 or a chairman, okay? You got to start developing the skill sets now. You got to start developing those skill sets now. So please, 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 before I get into this, because once I start going, it's going to be direct. It's like a train, right? We're just going to start going, and there's going to be a lot of different bullet points and ideas and philosophies that you guys are going to want to apply. Please, there's almost 600 people on this webinar right now. My personal plead for you is to make sure that you take notes. I used to be the guy, when I was broke, I used to be the guy that thought I was too good for note taking, right? I said, nah, my brain's good. I remember everything. No, you don't. I'm telling you right now, you don't. Take notes, please, okay? So let the games begin. Number one, we're going to talk first about leadership. Okay, so I'm going to break it down into a couple different sections. There's a few things that I want to cover, and I'm going to be doing these a lot. So if you guys are excited, you can fuel me, right, to keep getting on, maybe once every 2 weeks or maybe every week, or when I have an idea, a few times a month, to do these Friday night, mentorship calls. Because look, I know the serious people are going to show up on Friday night. The people who are not serious, they'll watch it recorded. But I know serious people are going to show up. So I'm so excited to do this for you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is actual leadership. So one of the first characteristics of being a leader is leading by example. Okay, leading by example. I want you guys to remember that everything that you do, you can expect your group and the people who are following you to do about 80%. Okay, so everything that you do, your group's going to do about 80%. Now, also remember that the activities, the habits, the day-to-day things that you do, your team will most likely duplicate that. So if you're going out, I'll give you an example. If you're going out to Starbucks every day, you have your list, you've got your headphones in, you're working, you're contacting people on Facebook, typing with your phone in the other hand. The people that come into the business and join you are going to do that, because that's going to be their perception of what it takes to be successful in this business as far as building the business, right? If you're throwing a house party, right, you're telling people to come over for cocktails, and you're going to show them the business, that's the way that most people are going to do it. If you're building through home events, that's the way most people are going to do it. If you're building through webinars, that's the way most people are going to do it. So one of my thoughts early on this webinar tonight is that there's no right or wrong way. There's no right or wrong way to build a business. We have people that are doing very well with physical meetings. Okay, we have people that are doing very well with home meetings, hotel meetings. I mean, you look at our VP of sales, Yvonne Tapia, somebody that I have so much respect for. This man is literally with his wife, brand newborn baby, right? His daughter's maybe 7 or 8 years old, I believe, and maybe a little bit older. Anyway, 2 daughters, wife. This guy's on a plane in a different city doing events almost every day. So that's what works for Yvonne. But then you have Michael Angel Martin, great friend of mine, brand new Chairman 25. So congrats, Michael. I don't know if you're here watching the recording, but has built 99% of this thing online. So you have 2 completely different people getting a strong result. So there is no right or wrong way. Don't say to yourself, well, I can't do the public speaking. I can't do events. Nobody's showing up to my home events. I can't do this. Not true. Not true at all. Or I'm doing webinars. I'm posting on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, and nobody's saying, yes, I can't do this. Not true. You can do this, but you need to figure out where your where your niche is. What's your strengths? And then you have to understand that you have to lead by example at every single step of the way, right? So as people start to look at you as a leader, what you're doing on a day-to-day basis is going to create the model that they should follow, right? So think about this. You're grinding, right? You want to hit big goals, but you're spending maybe 2 hours a day watching Netflix. You're spending 2 hours a day, you're still playing Call of Duty, right? You're still not 100% dedicated. Your team's not going to be 100% dedicated because they're watching you. They're watching the way that you work. They're looking at the way that you dress. They're looking at the way that you talk. They're looking at the way that you lead, right? So your dedication level is ultimately going to dictate your success and the duplication that takes place in your business. If you guys want serious results, my first piece of advice is start taking the business more serious, right? You want serious results, start taking the business more serious. I'm not perfect, and I'm definitely not the best. There are people in this company who are better than me, and I'm 100% cool with admitting that. Not a problem. It's always going to be that way. But I'll tell you right now, the one thing that nobody can ever question is if I'm working. I wake up in the morning, I check my phone, I clear my messages, I go through as much as I can, and then it's appointments and productivity all day long. Appointments and productivity all day long, all day long, all day long. And 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year, whether I'm on vacation, holidays, whatever, doesn't matter, we're there. And so I'm not saying this because I want you guys to say, wow, Jason's the best. No, I'm telling you guys that I have a crazy result, right? Chairman 250 is a crazy result. It's in correlation with that work ethic. So maybe maybe Chairman 250 is not the goal. That's fine. But understand that your work ethic is what leaders are going to look at. And the more people that you get really fired up and going is the faster that you're going to build, always. So that's point number one, lead by example. Always think about that. What I'm doing right now, is that going to motivate my team or demotivate my team? If everybody in my group was watching what I'm doing right now, would they be motivated or demotivated? Think about that, right? Because what you do behind closed doors is going to dictate your success. Say that one more time. What you do when nobody's watching is what's going to ultimately dictate your success in iMarkets Live. Your success in business, your success in life is ultimately going to be derived from what you do when nobody's watching. Point number two, communication. Guys, I believe one of the biggest contributors to any success in the world is communication, right? What starts and ends wars? What avoids wars? Communication. What starts and ends businesses? Communication, or a lack of communication. So in your business, you have to learn how to become a phenomenal communicator, right? And communicate around the obstacles, communicate around the barriers. Because guys, the same wind blows on every single person. I don't care if you live in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, or you live in Los Angeles, California, or you live in Bangladesh. It doesn't matter, right? We're all going to have good days and bad days. We're all going to have days where we feel a little bit under the weather. We're all going to have a tire go on our car eventually. We're all going to have someone join our business and quit our business. We're all going to lose a trade or lose 2 trades or lose 3 in a row. Guys, the same things are going to happen to everybody, okay? So once you understand that the same things are going to happen to everybody, then it's not what happens that dictates where you go, but it's how you react to what happens. Famous quote by Jim Rohn, right? The same wind blows on us all, but it's not the blowing of the wind that determines your future. It's the set of the sail, right? It's the way that you react to that wind, right? The way that you go with the wind or you try to go against the wind, your sail gets ripped off and now you're not sailing anymore. So understand that the issues, the trials, the tribulations, all this stuff is going to happen no matter what. But when you become a great communicator, you'll never have a permanent obstacle in your life. You'll understand that every obstacle is temporary, not permanent. I don't have permanent obstacles. And guys, I'm faced with challenges every single day, right? The organization is growing by leaps and bounds. We have people all over the world that speak different languages, different time frames, people arguing, blah, 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 blah. But I understand that this is a part of what it takes, and I'm communicating through it, right? Always staying calm, always staying collected, always, just being emotionally stable, because no matter what happens, time is going to heal that thing. And I want you guys to remember, no matter what happens, time is going to heal everything. And I really think one of the key traits to being a leader is communicating precisely, right? Don't just rush through because you're excited and emotional and you want to get your point across. I've been there before, right? You're so excited, you're so bottled up with emotion, but you're not communicating fluidly. So communicate better. Number 3 ties perfectly in with communication. What's up, Germany? Have patience. Guys, everybody, and I want you to really stick with me for this one, everybody's success is going to come at a different time. Everybody's success will come at different speeds, different paces, will come at different times. Just because somebody else is in their season and you're not in your season yet, it doesn't mean that your season isn't coming. Somebody else is just in their season right now, right? We have a brand new Chairman 25, Chad Thompson. Congratulations, brother. It's your season. It's your season right now. With brand new Chairman 25 out in France, Aurélie Morin. It's her season right now. So don't look at Aurélie, Chad, Michael Angel Martin, Austin Godsey, brand new Chairman 100, so exciting. Don't look at these people and say, wow, they're winning, but I'm not. They're killing it, but I'm not. They're having huge events, but I'm not. You have to understand that they're in their season right now. Your season will come. It's inevitable. Everybody has equal chances in life. People think, well, he got a better opportunity than me. No. No. I don't believe that. I believe that we are the highest form of creation. We are an immaculate form of creation. We are the most unbelievable, unexplainable species to ever walk the face of this earth. We can speak, we can communicate, we can run, we can crawl, we can eat, we can create, we can communicate. God, you have the best opportunity in the world the day you were born. Period. End of story. There's no, he had a better opportunity. I mean, no. You could be born broke, but it's how you leave this earth that'll dictate what you did in the middle. See, I wasn't born with a golden spoon or a silver spoon, not even a bronze spoon. My parents are hard workers. I'm so grateful for everything that they did. I'm so grateful for how hard they've worked and the fact that together they've made 6 figures, right? A little bit over $100,000 a year, but that's with hard work and dedication. It's not like hedge fund baby, wealth baby, nothing like that. I was not born a millionaire, but I'm sure as heck going to die one, because I want to make sure that money's never an issue in my family. I want to make sure that money's never an issue if somebody gets sick, God forbid, or if something crazy happens, God forbid, natural disasters, life. I don't want money to be that obstacle. And so I understand that right now is my season. I'm grateful. But for you guys, have patience, please. Because here's the truth. Some of you guys don't know me, but I'm going to tell you right now, 2 years ago, I'd made overall, my network marketing earnings 2 years ago were less than $20,000. 2 years ago, less than $20,000. You guys know what Chairman 250 pays. It's my season. It wasn't my season back then. Other people were making money, 20, 30, 40 grand a month. It was their season. I understood that. Patience would get me there, but I never stopped. There's gentlemen on this call, Chris Jefferson, one of my very best friends. Chris has been with me since my first month in network marketing. 4 years. 4 years. Chris is stuck by my side and been there. And you know what? Together for the first 2 years, we made no money, brother, but we still grinded. And I'm telling you, we would show up, and I think Abu's on this call as well. Abu's been with me for about 4 years. I mean, we would show up to Chris Jefferson's parents' real estate office, and we would sit there for 3, 4, 5 hours. 3, 4, 5 hours. And I don't even know what we would do. Can somebody tell me, Chris, can you tell me what we would do sometimes? We'd sit on our computer and we'd cold prospect people. We would sit there and just talk and innovate and share ideas. And we were making $300, $400 a month combined, maybe, if we're lucky. And now Chris is a platinum 5,000. Chris is almost a chairman. Chris will be a chairman in the next 2 to 3 months. Chris will walk stage as a chairman in Las Vegas. And we made his biggest month in the first 2-3 years of this industry was maybe $400 or $500, maybe $400 or $500 in a month. But he was patient. See, Chris never gave up. He never called me and said, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. And there were a lot of people around us that did throw in that towel. They just didn't have the patience. And so I'm telling you guys right now, it's not just about Chris. I love to use stories as a form of motivation, but I was the same way. Guys, Chris and I, we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, making very little money, but we worked. We have patience. We have vision. So that's number 4, vision. Please have a vision of what it looks like. Guys, I think about right now, like every day, I pop in my headphones and I go through these different songs, and I think about the songs that I'm going to come out to in Vegas at convention, and I envision myself speaking in front of 10,000 people, what it looks like, who's there. You know, my parents there, and I'm looking down, and they're, you know, all emotional. My friends are there from all around the world, from Belgium, from France, from Spain, from Australia, from Mexico, from Costa Rica, South America, Canada, California, you know, people all around the world, and I see it. It's plain as day. It's just not in reality yet. This is the type of vision that's going to get you guys where you want to go, right? You have to have goosebumps about your visions, right? Your visions have to make you feel like inhumane almost, right? Your visions have to make you feel like you are in heaven, okay? Because it connects the emotion, right? From your heart, connects to your brain, the electrons, your nervous system, everything comes together and you become a part of that moment. And then you start speaking it into existence and it becomes even more real, right? You start saying, I can't believe I'm about to walk on stage right now and there's 10,000 people outside that curtain. Right? You gotta really, people think this is crazy. This is real. You have to feel like you're in that moment. And that's what vision is, right? When Chris and Isis started this company, they said, wow, what if we designed a platform for learning and earning and could help people make some money, right? From sharing great services, but the ultimate goal of the company is to educate, you know, and take people into a realm where average people were never taken before, right? People that were $70,000 in debt could never have entered the foreign exchange market before. Never. No way. Not with the right education, but they had a vision. And when they started, there was literally 2 people in the company, Chris and Isis. When they started, there were 2 people in the company, Chris and Isis. Think about that. 2 people, and they were the owners. That's it. And Gerard, we love you, Gerard. Vision. Now there's over 40,000 people all around the world that speak multiple different languages in the company. So right now, I don't care if you're a customer with no referrals, but you want to build. I don't care if you're a Platinum 150. I don't care if you're a Platinum 600. Look, if you're a Chairman 10, what's your vision? Where are you going? Always think about the vision. Number 5, on leadership. So right now, guys, we're talking about leadership. For some of you guys who just came on, talk about leadership. Number 5 for leadership is to remain coachable and humble and to keep humility at the center of what you do. Always remain coachable and humble. Please, 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 please. You have to have a deep purpose as to why you're doing this, because the success will come. And when the money comes and the success comes, it will change you. It will change you. Even if you say, I won't let it change you. I won't let it change me. Money's not going to change. It will change you if you don't have a deeper purpose. A real, true, genuine, deep purpose. I promise it will change you. It will. So change now. Right? Some of you guys already have that burning desire. You already have that deep why. You already have an emotional attachment to why you need this. Not want it, need it. You need this for your family. You need this for your kids. You need this for your spouse, right? You need this to pay off your debt. Gotta have that attachment. And it's gotta be bigger. It's gotta be bigger than the money. I promise you guys. If it's not, the money will change you. So remain humble, remain coachable. I watch some of the most beautiful, beautiful people in this company. Chris, Alex Morton, David Imonitie, Yvonne Tapia, Matthew Rosa, Austin Gotzi, Brandon Boyd, Julian China, Garrett Roberts, Chairman 100. Garrett's been in IML longer than me. All these individuals are still coachable. Still coachable. Rashard Duncan, coachable. Guys, almost every big leader. I met Juan Carlos Lozano when I was out in Colombia, asking for advice, Chairman 25. Talking, coachable. We're sharing ideas. Coachable. People say, wow, you're Chairman 250. You sit there and you listen, you take notes. Of course, because you never made it. Remember, no matter where you are, never feel like you've made it. Never feel like you've arrived. Because the minute you feel like you've arrived, you'll start mowing people over. You'll start doing it for all the wrong reasons. And you'll leave so many good potential opportunities behind because you feel like you're the best. My advice, no matter what rank you're at, no matter what position, no matter how long you've been doing network marketing, there's people that have been doing network marketing for 18 to 20 years that come into IML and they're coachable, right? There's a gentleman in our company who's made, listen to me when I tell you this, because he's not public. I can't drop his name yet. There's a gentleman in our company who is one of my personal mentors who's made tens of millions of dollars. He's like top 10 earner all time, network marketing. He came into this and said, Jason, I'm going to be the student now. What? Coachability. Coachability will be a massive, massive piece to your success. Number 6, learn from mistakes of other people. Don't look, if I trip over the log and then Luke, my brother Luke's here, about to be a brand new Chairman 25. Super excited, Luke. Gotta tell you, I gotta let everybody know. Gonna be a brand new Chairman 25 in the building in the next few days. Super excited. So if Luke trips over the log and I trip over the same log, okay, maybe I didn't see the log that he tripped over. I thought he tripped over his shoelace. But if Gary McSween is behind me and he trips over the log, we got a problem, right? Guys, don't make the same mistakes that other people are making. Learn from what they're doing and you'll go way faster to the top, right? Because as Luke trips over the log and I trip over the log, if Gary sees there's a log there, he doesn't trip, he's now ahead of us. So when you're looking at the products, when you're looking at IML TV, when you're talking to other leaders, when you're talking to your upline, when you're talking to whoever at Las Vegas at convention, this is why events are so important, because you go there, you go talk to the leaders and you ask for a few things. What are some takeaways? What was your biggest failure? What do you think was your defining moment? Guys, you ask these for a reason so you can get around those obstacles. Always look for opportunities to learn from the mistakes and experiences of other people. Right now, I'm trying to learn the tax laws. Check this out. Right now, right? I have money. I can pay a good accountant, but I'm still, check this out, reading a book about taxes, right? How do wealthy people do their taxes? What do wealthy people know about taxes? Because I want to learn from the mistakes and experiences of other people. I want to learn and remain coachable, even though I have a great accountant that I pay a lot of money for, right? Even though I have people that can tell me what to do, I want to take this into my own hands. This is the way that you should be treating your business. This is the way that you should be treating network marketing. This is the way that you should be taking your trading. You have 25 individuals on IML TV, over 100 hours a week. If you're serious about trading, you should be there like a sponge, right? Before you get on, squeeze the sponge all the way out and then go in and absorb as much as you possibly can. Last night, 2 of my amazing, amazing friends, and I'm so grateful for iMarkets Live, to iMarkets Live, for introducing me to these 2 beautiful individuals, Mike and Marlene Stotts. I'm not sure if Mike and Marlene are here, but for some of you guys on the line, you know Mike and Marlene are 2 of the most beautiful, amazing people in the whole world. And Mike and Marlene were at my house last night, stopped by for a little bit. We're sitting there, we're chit-chatting. Mike and Marlene are telling me that they wake up every morning for coffee with Kevin and Kyle on IML TV. So shout out to Kevin and Kyle. I know you guys are doing amazing. Shout out to all the educators. You guys are literally amazing. Mike and Marlene are telling me they're spending 2 to 3 hours a day. 2 to 3 hours a day. Because they're serious. They get on, they squeeze out the sponge, they absorb the water, right? They're there to learn. These are two individuals that know how to become successful. They're chairman in our company. They're strong, strong, strong leaders. You guys know them. I've never met anybody that doesn't respect them. They're beautiful, beautiful people. And they're so coachable. They're still there to learn. And they're so excited about being a sponge every single day. And so, guys, success leaves clues. When you see wealthy and successful people doing something, follow that lead. Okay? Number seven. I'm going to skip over one. I'm going to go to number 7. Listen more than you speak. Listen more than you speak. And be empathetic, but create boundaries. So, 2 parts. Listen more than you speak to become a great leader. You have to, I forget who was telling me the other day that their recruiting went through the roof because they stopped talking so much and started listening more. I was talking to somebody and they were telling me that they had a massive breakthrough and they're absolutely crushing it. Yes, Juan Carlos, I will share the book for sure. At the end, I'll share the book with you guys. And so check this out. Actually, I'll show you guys right now. It's Rich Dad Poor Dad series. So this guy was mentored by Robert Kiyosaki, and it's called Tax-Free Wealth. Tax-Free Wealth. And it's really cool, guys, because it applies to the universal tax laws. So in the beginning, he tells you that Robert Kiyosaki actually asked him to write a book that's universal for the whole world, right? So this guy was up to a massive challenge. It's actually really brilliant. I just started it today on the plane, and I'm already like really excited because it's good to be strategic about taxes. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So listen more than you speak, right? Number 6 was learn from the mistakes of others, okay? So listen more than you speak. This is really important because when you have to ask, and people are like, well, how do you do that? Ask questions, right? You ask questions, you get answers, right? When people call you and they have a problem, let them talk, right? Let them talk. And be empathetic, but create boundaries as well. You don't want to absorb all of everybody's energy, right? So you can listen, but you don't want to be a garbage can, right? You want to be more of like a filter, right? You take in the problems and you help clean it out and then you send it back out in its normal form, right? So be more of a filter and less of a garbage disposal, because in this industry, you meet so many people that come from so many different parts of the world with so many different scenarios that you're going to have all their, good days and bad days. You're going to have their flat tires, their breakups, their, divorces, their wins, their losses. I can't pay my bills. I mean, and that's what I love about this industry. I'm going to be honest, because it's so human, right? It feels so real that we're, really involved with real people, and it's not a fake like facade of, hey, I'm your boss at your job, so I have to pretend that I care about you. Like you really develop relationships and friendships, and people become family. And so it's good that you develop these relationships, and it's good that you listen, but also create boundaries for yourself. That's my advice, because one of the reasons why I added this to my leadership training is because some people just sit there and like become a garbage disposal, and you have to find a way, right, to be a great leader, to more filter them out than just listen to garbage all day long, because you don't want people to steal your energy. Okay, so remember, you could be a great psychiatrist, a great guide, a great mentor, a great solution finder for people. And that's really what I love about this industry. Be a good guide and a solution finder, okay? But create that boundary and protect your own energy. Your own energy is extremely, extremely, extremely precious, okay? And the last piece to this leadership talk that I'm giving right now, and we're going to go into some other things, is consistency. And some of you guys have heard me talk about this over and over again. What can I say? I'm just being consistent, right? consistency is ultimately the key, right? Consistency is ultimately the key to success, because there's going to be a lot of people who come and go, right? There were people on my leadership webinar 6 months ago who were not in the company anymore, but they were fired up in that moment. There's people that are here tonight that are not going to be in the company in 6 months from now. I don't wish that upon you, but I know it's going to be the case because it's human nature, right? Life happens, curveballs happens, bills happens, emotion happens. But people who make that consistent dedication, they're understanding that they're just there to put up one new brick every single day, right? One new brick per day, right? One new brick per day. All I'm looking for is a little bit of progress. See, Tony Robbins says that progress, consistent progress, is actually the key to fulfillment, is actually the key to happiness. Consistent progress is the key to happiness. Not this quick money, right? Not these quick relationships, not quick business, but progress, right? There's no going to the gym, doing steroids, getting all fired up for 3 months and then you're back deflated. That's a waste of time. You literally wasted 3 months, right? Nobody wants to build a business in 1 month, you blow up and then it falls apart. So if you're building, or if you have built your business in IML really, really, really fast, and then it fell apart, you have to understand that you probably just missed a few things, right? You probably were just rushing it a little bit too much. I get on the phone with people and they're like, I want to hit chairman in 9 weeks. I want to hit chairman in 4 weeks. I'm like, that's good. But at the same time, do you feel good about that? Do you feel like everybody's going to get trained the right way? Do you feel like everybody out of that 500 is going to know how to use swipe trades? Do you feel like everybody's going to know how to navigate IML? Because I don't know. See, I'd rather see you guys go from Platinum 600 to Platinum 1000, and then maybe it takes a little while to get to 2000, and maybe it takes a little while to get to 5000, and it takes a little while to get to chairman. Because as long as you're consistent, because that shows me that you're doing the right activities. That shows me that you're gradually getting people and growing as a leader and training people and developing. And you know what, guys? Rome was not built in a day, right? I was in a museum, an Egyptian museum, and I realized that the world's been around for a long time. In that museum, it hit me so hard. They're talking about 5,000 years BC, and I'm like, man, that's a long time. That's a long time. And these people built pyramids and cities and lived and had technology before we even had thought of life. Time still progresses. The universe, sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick. I've been traveling and crazy, so just beating this cough. But look, time is going to continue to move forward with or without you. So as long as you bring your A game to the table every single day, right? As long as you have made that decision, you've made that commitment, because that's what it really is, a decision and a commitment. You say, I've made a decision that I'm going all in, and this is my opportunity, and I'm gonna pay the price, right? I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna become a better leader, and I'm gonna become somebody that people want to follow. And you make that commitment not only to yourself, but to the people that you bring into this business. Because once somebody signs up, that's when your job really starts. That's when it really begins. Not the prospecting, not the events, not the phone call. That's easy. That's easy. Getting people to join is easy. Getting people to say yes is easy. Getting them to stay is what the skill comes into place. Getting your income to consistently be a residual, right? Getting your income to never drop, to continually gradually grow. Getting your team to continually gradually grow. That's what real success looks like. See, there's a lot of people in my group who aren't racing to the finish line and their checks never drop. Don't do that. They just keep riding that trend line, right? Keep riding that trend line. Every time it hits the trend line, we got a little pullback, all good, because they're still on the way up. And then I see some people come in like this and they say, like the witness protection program. we're at like a convention and like, yo, what happened to so-and-so? They hit 2,000 so fast. They disappeared. Damn, it was a good guy. It's a nice girl. What happened? They try to race all the way up. And they used all their stamina going up the hill. They got to the top of the hill and they fell backwards. So don't think that it's a race, that you set your goal tonight. You set your goal tonight that you're going to do whatever it takes to become a chairman in Las Vegas. All of you. There's 600 people on this webinar right now. I want all of you to make that decision tonight that you're going to be successful with iMarkets Live. And I want you guys tonight to make the decision that you're going to walk across that stage in Las Vegas at whatever rank you believe is possible. And if you don't hit that rank, you keep going. It doesn't matter. You don't hit that goal, you keep going. It doesn't matter. I've set goals and I didn't hit them. It doesn't matter. You keep going because you're going to pay the price all the way to the top. And as long as you're here in a year from now, as long as you're here in 2 years from now, as long as you're still grinding, you're still doing your little day-to-day consistencies in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you're going to make it. You're going to make it where you want to go because the universe looks at you. It looks at your productivity. It looks at your dedication level. It looks at your heart. It looks at the way that you treat people. And then it rewards you when you're ready for what you're ready for. I'm living proof of this. I can tell you circumstance after circumstance after circumstance where when the universe knows that you're ready for success, it will bless you with it over and over and over again. It will never take it away if you're grateful. So you got to give gratitude to where gratitude deserves to go. Whatever helped you get there is where you have to give the gratitude, right? If it's God, then you give the gratitude to God. If it's your family, you give the gratitude to your family. If it's your kids and your wife that have supported you, or your husband that have supported you all the way up, that's where you give the gratitude every single day. I'm so happy and grateful. See, I got to give the gratitude to my parents and to my leaders, because a lot of people quit on me. Ex-girlfriends, friends from high school, friends from college, old business partners quit on me. But the people who never quit on me were my family and my leaders. And that's where I give the gratitude every day. So if you know where to give the gratitude, you'll never lose it. You'll make it, you'll never lose it. Right? So that's part number one on leadership. Part number one on leadership. And those of you guys who know me, you've been on trainings before, I'll go for hours. I'll go literally for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours because I love this. But I want to make this more, number one, I know, look, guys, we have a problem in this world. People see a 2-hour recording and they go scared, right? I did a Facebook training it's on my YouTube channel. It's 2 hours of literally nonstop nuggets. Just like this, I just got in the right zone and I just started talking about, for 2 hours, what I've done for the past 2 years on Facebook, right? All I did was get up there. I didn't have PowerPoints. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really rehearse this stuff. I don't like it. It makes me nervous. Oh, what'd I just do? Okay. I thought I closed out the window. I did something. There it is. Okay. So I don't like rehearsing things. I make a couple bullet points on my phone and I just talk because rehearsing things makes me nervous. I don't like reading PowerPoints. I talk about Facebook for like 2 hours and how I've done it from day one till now. And people tell me, Jay, it's too long. Hold up. Look, I'm going to tell you something. I believe that there are a lot of people that have a lot more knowledge and wisdom than me. But when somebody's making more money than I'm making, I just don't even ask them more questions. If it's 2 hours, it's 2 hours. You tell me you built a multiple $1 million business using Facebook primarily, and you put a training on YouTube for free, I'm down. So if this training's a little bit long and somebody tells you, hey, I got through Jason's training 20 minutes, but it's pretty long, say, look, all good. I wish you the best. Because look, sometimes you have to invest your time, just like I want to invest my time in you guys. I know that there's certain seeds that will be planted tonight that will help you go forward, that will help you continue to progress. I didn't have to do this. I want to do this. And this is the next thing I'm going to talk about. This is the mindset to create the mindset to pave your own path, and the mindset to take action. Nobody is going to walk up to you and hand you chairman. Nobody's going to walk up to you and hand you $1 million. Nobody's going to walk up to you and pay your debts. At the end of the day, ultimately, it's going to come from you, the decisions that you take, and the action level that you function on a day-to-day basis. See, you have to be a creator. Somebody who creates their own opportunities, somebody that creates their own events, somebody that creates their own success story. And then you do it with a team around you, right? You have a team, you have support, but you can't just sit around and watch the same leaders continue to rank advance. You can't just sit around and watch. Hold on, I'm going to take a sip of this. You can't just sit around and watch everybody else become successful and you're staying the same. I'm going to give you 2 examples of what I mean by this. It's going to make sense. Aureli Moram, amazing individual. And I don't want to go deep into her story because you guys will be in Vegas in March and you will see this woman and you will say, you'll hear her story and you'll be like, this is incredible. It's incredible. It takes a lot for me to actually shed tears. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I can count the amount of times that I've actually cried in the past 5 years on 1 or 2 hands. And I'm not, it is, I don't know why. Just, it is what it is. But when she told me her story, there's like a tear here. I was like unbelievable, unreal what she's gone through. But not only that, the courage, the decision, the commitment, the belief, the unwavering belief. Because at any given point, 99% of the single moms in her situation would have thrown in the towel. 99%. But she understood that she had to be a creator. She understood that she had to take action. When Aureli came into iMarkets Live, there was not one piece of material in French. There was nothing in French. But she understood that she had to be the creator. And she translated. And she translates every call. And she translates every PowerPoint. And I know that there's people right now that are doing the same thing in German. That there's people that are doing the same things in Portuguese, in Spanish, in Polish. I spoke to my friend Gregory last night. I met Gregory before he started when we were out in London. And he said, bro, I want to open up the Polish market. Do we have materials? And I said, Greg, we have no materials in Polish, bro. We have no materials in Polish. And he said, I'm going to make them. I'm going to make them. And you know what? Some people will say, hey, do you have materials in Turkish? No? All right, we can't build. Greg's here. Of course Greg's here. What's up, brother? Look, somebody came up to me at an event 2-3 weeks ago and said, hey, do you have materials in Turkish? I said, no. They said, I guess it's not going to work. But then there's other people that say, hey, do you have materials in German? No. All right, we're going to make it work. We're going to go out and do it. See, Alexander, same thing. See, you guys know what I'm talking about. This is why these individuals have the success, because they're the creators. I can literally give you guys 10, 20, 30, 40 different stories about people who came in with nothing, created something, and now have the result. So be a creator. I don't care if you're in the middle of Nebraska, in the middle of the woods, and all that you see is polar bears and penguins, okay? They're like, I need it in Turkish. And somebody else is going to tell me about 3 minutes that there's no polar bears and penguins in Nebraska. I know. But if you want to make this happen, you got to be the creator, right? You got to create your meetings. You got to do you got to figure out the online space then. At the end of the day, you got to pave your own path. Doesn't matter where you're from. See, dragons, there you go. Be a creator. See, we're the highest form of creation on this planet. No matter what you believe in, that cannot be denied. That cannot be denied, that we are very special. We are very unique creatures. And we create our emotions, our feelings, our energy, our vibration. So you have to create being a chairman. You have to create your event. One of my great friends, older brother, a mentor, is having an event tomorrow in Trinidad, okay? In Trinidad with 4,000 tickets sold. I spoke to him earlier on the phone. He said, bro, we sold out the tickets like 2 months ago, and now we're telling people to come and just pray that they can get in, standing room only. So shout out if you're in Trinidad. I hope you guys have an amazing event tomorrow. I'm literally so excited. I can't wait. Please, somebody send me videos, FaceTime me, whatever it takes. I need to see what's going on at this event. I told Gary I'm going to try to Skype in. I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. So if you're going to be at the event in Trinidad tomorrow, super excited. I know that there's Chairman's Day in Miami. If you're in Florida, get to Chairman's Day. David Imonitie is in. David Imonitie, Spila and Ray, Mike and Marlene Stotts, Angela and Jeff Cruikshank, Julian Kushner, all-star lineup, is in South Florida tomorrow. Massive event. Atlanta, Georgia is stacked as well, I believe, but don't quote me. Yvonne Tapia, Chairman 100, Garrett Roberts, Jewel, China, Stevenson Lindor. What? And Houston, Texas, Austin's going to be there. Alex Morton, sorry. Dr. Spiller, Andrea Blackley. Amazing. Guys, huge events. And guess what? When I spoke to David about 6 months ago, he said, we want to do something called Chairman's Day. He created it, and now tomorrow becomes a reality. If you want massive momentum in your business and in your life, be a creator. Be a creator. Now, don't be rogue, okay? Don't be Rambo. Here's a warning. We don't need Rambos. We need people that are bringing in the team. So don't go out, completely separate yourself, go reinvent the wheel, do all this crazy stuff, because then you're going to be like this. You're going to be on an island by yourself while everybody else is marching to the same beat. So don't be Rambo, but don't have a fear of creation. You guys want to make it happen no matter what the obstacle may be. How you guys feeling right now? Everybody feeling good? If you're feeling good, you like where we're at right now, drop 999 in the chat box. You guys are so fast. Before I even say 999, it's like crazy. I love you guys. This is why I do this. This is why I do this. Okay. So I believe that I'm going to save one of the other things that I feel really strongly about. I'm going to save this for, can I do it next week is the question. Next week we'll be at GoPro in Las Vegas. So the week after, which will be, let me get you guys a date. This will be, should we do it on Black Friday? If you guys want to do a training on Black Friday and you're committed, give me a 000 in the chat box. Do a Black Friday training. People outside of the US are like, what's Black Friday? We don't care. Okay, good. So that's done. So I'm going to do my next training, my next Chairman Factory training will be November 24th. Okay? Yeah, as you said, that's right. We don't care. Who is that? I like you. Broken Trident. That's right. We don't care. You guys do your shopping, camp outside. See, for those of you guys that are not in America, I want you to know there's a crazy thing that happens in America, the Thanksgiving. Okay? So after Thanksgiving, you go eat all day. You stuff your face with mashed potatoes, turkey, gravy, cranberry juice, all this stuff, right? You just become like this 700-pound person if you're me. Right? Just eat. And then what some people do is they go wait outside of stores, and it's cold, right? It's cold here on the East Coast in like New Jersey and on New York and stuff. And they wait outside to buy a TV for 30% off. So this is like Black Friday. We don't care about Black Friday though. We come here, cranberry sauce. Yeah, thank you. I'm in a moment, Stephanie, so I appreciate you. You're loyal. It's called insanity. It really is, because to be honest, the day after you can buy all the stuff for the same price and not wait outside, or you could just go on the internet and buy it for the next 4 days for the same price. So we don't camp outside buildings. Time is money here. Okay, so we work smart, not hard. Some people didn't get that memo yet. So we will do a special training on closing. I'm going to talk about closing. I'm going to talk about the art of closing people. You guys will go 0 to 100 billion million fast, okay? We're going to talk about the art of closing. So we're going to talk about that on the 24th of November. Black Friday, we're going to talk about closing. Okay? Killer. So if you guys are excited, we're going to buy IML USD. Yeah, we're going to buy IML USD for sure, over and over and over again. So it'll be the same time. Don't worry, guys. I'll get a flyer. You guys can start telling your leaders in advance. I'll have a flyer done tomorrow. So we'll get a flyer done ASAP. We'll start passing it around. We'll build the excitement. We got to max out that webinar. It's got to be crazy because we're gonna talk about closing, and it's gonna be really, really, really powerful. So I just want to share a few closing thoughts for tonight's webinar. I appreciate you guys. I have some other calls to do. There's so much momentum in this company right now. It's absolutely amazing. But there's a few things that I really, really, really believe in. And I think that you guys need to hear this tonight. You guys need to hear this tonight. So number one, the greatest discovery, okay? Take this. This is a little bit deep, but sometimes you got to go deep, okay? It's like good massage. You feel great after. So the greatest discovery in life is not the light bulb. It's not electricity. It's not a car. It's not a laptop. The greatest discovery in life is the discovery of oneself. You want to become a great leader? Discover who you are. Discover your purpose. Discover why you were put on this planet. I remember being in high school and always trying to fit in, right? Always trying to be one of the cool kids. Always looking what other people were wearing and trying to wear the same shoes, or, trying to sit at the cool table and trying to be with the cool kids. I remember being that way, always growing up trying to, be like that. And then as I got into my adult life, without getting too deep, I was in a car accident that I'm grateful and blessed to have survived. And I remember that was a pretty big turning point for me, right? A point of reality. And I started to discover, look, there's a reason why I survived that. And I remember in college, I actually wrote a story about why I believed I survived that, right? And it's to go out and to impact people and to have purpose and, to give people life and energy and belief. And I think that's a huge thing for you guys to understand is, sometimes life moves really fast. Sometimes the bills are jammed up. Sometimes, you and your significant other may not see eye to eye. It may not be the perfect time, or, maybe your kid isn't exactly where you want them to be, or maybe, you're not proud of where you are. But I got to tell you guys right now, the greatest discovery in life is of you, is of you, oneself, right? It's that inner discovery. And you really find out who you are. And you really find out, what it is that you really believe in, not what somebody else believes in, and you think it's a good idea to copy them. No. The best discovery and the thing that's really going to help you, the thing that helped me reach massive, massive, massive breakthroughs is understanding who Jason Brown is, right? Why was Jason Brown put on this planet? And what can Jason Brown do to just contribute to the greatest movement? IML is the greatest movement taking place in this world. I talked to my buddy Luke Quammen on the phone not too long, about an hour ago. And we were just like, had an amazing conversation about, what real impact this movement is having all around the world. And I'm just grateful to have a little bit of an influence, right? To be able to put my hand on it and say, you know what? I had a little bit to do with that. Give me 5%. That's it. Just a little bit of influence. And I think it's that inner discovery, right? You find out who you are. Don't be afraid to share your voice. There's people out there who need leaders. This world, there's this saying, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Guys, this world needs real, genuine leaders. That's what it needs right now. You look around, politics is crazy. You look at the leaders, the people leading some of these countries, including my own, sometimes you're like, whoa, what's going on here? What's happening? Whose man's is this? How do we get here? Sometimes you have to question a few things, right? And I think that it comes down to, us being the leaders. Why not? We're the future leaders of the world. Whose man's is this? I felt like it was the right time for that, But like, why not you, right? Who's going to stop you from stepping up and being the person to change your family's life forever? Or maybe you grew up in a neighborhood that wasn't so fortunate, and who's going to stop you from being the one to change that? So think about that, right? That's that inner discovery of who you are as a person. Also, take responsibility Take responsibility and learn from the issues, right? Take responsibility. Something goes wrong and it was your fault, don't run from it. Learn from it. Something goes wrong and you could have changed it, don't harp over it. Learn from it. This is the key, is that just like I talked about earlier before, not everything in life is going to go according to plan. In fact, most things in life won't go according to plan. And so you have to look at everything and say, no, that I could have stopped that. When a leader's upset, I just jump right in the middle. Even if I had nothing to do with it, I jump in the middle, I listen, and then I find a solution, right? It's got to be that way. Even if you have nothing to do with it, take responsibility and be a solution maker. Be a peer mediator. Be somebody who can talk people back to reality. That's another key, okay? And the last thing I'm going to say right now, and we're going to end tonight's webinar, is another deep one that I love. The only true form, I got to let me wet the palate on. The only true form of accountability is self-accountability. The only true form of accountability is self-accountability. What does this mean? This means that you can continue to go to events. You can continue to get on 7-figure mentorship calls. You can continue to get on Chairman Factory. You can continue to get on IML TV. You can continue to call your upline, or you can continue to get on your leadership calls and get knowledge and get educated and get wisdom. But until you are ready to take accountability for yourself, you're a parked car. You're a parked car. You'll never move until you are the one that motivates you, until you're the one that gets up in the morning without the snooze, right? Oh, we all snooze. Actually, I can't lie to you guys. I usually set my alarm 30 minutes before so I could snooze it 3-4 times. So who am I, right? But you got to be accountable to yourself. So you can't wait for David to motivate you every other Sunday night. You can't wait for Yvonne to motivate you every Sunday night. You can't wait for Alex to give you a call and give you a pep talk. You can't wait for your sponsor. You got to do it. You did this for you, right? If you paid to sign up, it's got to be you that pays the price to get to where you want to be. And so this is real, but you guys came here tonight because you want to go chairman, because you want to be successful. You want to break through whatever barriers you have in your life right now, and sugarcoating it and beating around the bush isn't going to help you guys get there. Teaching you that, look, you got to step up and take responsibility. You got to do things you don't want to do. Guys, I've been traveling for the last 4 months. I've slept in my comfortable bed less than like 7 or 8 times in the past 2-3 months. And I'm back on the road again, and I'm not going to be home for more than a few days for the next 2 months, because I'm taking accountability for my own business, for the friendships, for the promises, for the dedications that I've made. I got to do it. Do I want to do it? Sometimes I'm not going to lie, no. Do I want to go back on the road for another 2 months? Not really. I'd love to be in my comfortable bed, rest my voice, go to the gym, but I got to do it, and that's what it takes. Now, not all of you are at that level, and that's fine. Doesn't mean you have to go travel around and do all this crazy stuff. You'll get there. But even right now, are you dedicated to your trading? Do you want to become a really great trader, or are you just saying that because maybe your actions don't align with the goals? So just think about that. Something deep for you guys to take away is that the only true accountability is self-accountability. So hope you guys had a blast here. I want to remind everybody to please be in Las Vegas. Events absolutely 1,000 million, billion, kajillion % will change your life forever. If you guys enjoyed this webinar tonight, drop a 888 in the chat box. Okay, 888 in the chat box. If you enjoyed this, Vegas is going to be crazy. You don't even understand. There's like 40 more of where this came from in Las Vegas. You have leaders, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month. Results are not typical. Flying in from all over the world. Some of the most influential, passionate, genuine leaders coming in from 5, 6 different continents to teach and to learn. IML Rise, I believe it's IML Rise Convention. Please, somebody tell me if that is the correct Can somebody confirm that's the correct link? I just spoke for like an hour and a half. My brain is a little crazy. Yes, it's correct link. IMO Rise. Thank you guys. I just want to double check. IMORiseConvention.com. Please, please, please. I don't make money off the tickets. Go get your ticket. Please, you'll make money off the ticket. Okay, this is the best investment I believe that you can make right now is to go to convention. Guys, and this is what I want to say about convention. I don't care what financial situation you are in. I've gone to events when I was literally dead broke before. But I made the decision to go to the event as soon as I heard about it. Yep, I'll be there. Not missing it for anything in the world. And along the way, the universe will give you the opportunities to find the money for the flight, to find the money for the hotel. So don't worry about that. You could download Hotwire app on your phone and get a hotel in Vegas probably the same day for $100, around $100. It's not a big deal. It's in Las Vegas. There's a million billion hotels. Everybody wants business. So you'll find the way. But please, 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 no matter where you live in the world, make the dedication to be at this event. I promise you, you will thank me at that event for pushing you to be there. I guarantee it, no matter what situation. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I will see you on Black Friday, the 24th of November. We're going to talk about closing. We're going to talk about a couple other things. I don't even know. I'll probably decide what we talk about 5 minutes before the webinar starts. But I'm so excited. Thank you guys. The recording will be up on my YouTube channel, and I will also put it out on the IML Telegram. Also, if you are not following the IML Telegram, I'm going to give you the link right now just in case, because you have leaders posting everything. Telegram.me/IML official. Telegram.me/IML official. Please, please, please be in there. I will post a recording to this. Get it out to whoever could not make it tonight. Tell them, please watch this in full. Thank you guys so much. Stay blessed. Stay hungry. The market's closed tomorrow. Work this weekend to prepare for the following week. So have a great night, guys. Thank you once again. See you soon.